Okay, so from your homework, last time, page 674, number 9, says x squared plus 3xy minus 18y squared. Okay, so when we're factoring, what did we learn last time to factor? The box. Okay, and if raise your hand, who wasn't here last time? Alright, we're doing the box again today, so you'll pick up on it, so just follow along with us. So right now, everyone can either be writing what we do in your book if you didn't do number 9 with your pencil, so you're allowed to fix it if you need to, or you should be checking your work. So everyone should have it open to page 674. Now, we learned that I'm going to write the key first for those who weren't here. Let's see. This is the third. Okay. We wrote this in our notes last time, and then we plugged it in. So we learned to put the first term in the top left corner. Okay, Bo, what's the first term from our trinomial? Sorry, Bo? What's the first term from the trinomial? Good, so that goes in the top left. And the bottom right, in the bottom right goes the third term, right? So Myra, what's the third term from the trinomial? I'm sorry? Oh, so this is first, second, third. So what's the third piece of the trinomial? No, you got it. You're almost there. What's in front of the 18? Negative 18, and then this says y, and we call that squared. So say it one more time. Negative 18y squared. Good. Okay? Then we're looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 18y squared and add to 3xy. Now that sounds weird with the y's, so let's just focus on the numbers right now. Okay, two numbers that multiply to negative 18 and add to 3. So if we don't know right off, we can make a list. So if you know, don't tell us right away. Let's make a list and practice ones we don't know. Okay, so I think there's about 6 pairs. Jonathan, what times what is negative 18? Good. And then we can do the reverse of that, right? Positive 6 times negative 3 by moving the sign. Lowell. What else times what is negative 18? What other two factors do we have? Yep. And then the reverse, 1 times negative 18. Okay. And I can think of 2 more pairs. 2 more. Marcus? Yeah, negative 2 and 9, and then that goes to 2 and negative 9. Okay, so we look through the list and find which pair actually adds to positive 3. Raise your hand when you see which pair adds to positive 3. Raise it high. Which pair? Negative 6 plus 3, 6 plus negative 3, negative 1 plus 18, etc. Which pair adds to positive 3? Isaiah? Okay. Do we agree? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you agree? Thumbs up. If you don't agree, thumbs down. Okay, good. 6 and negative 3. So those are our variables. 6 and negative 3. Now, because we have 2 different variables, they each get one of each, x and y. Because that's the only way that you can get this middle term, 3xy. Okay, so we look in each row and each column for the greatest common factor. Law, in this top row, what's the greatest common factor in the top row? X. Good. That's the only thing they have in common. So we pull out an X. Okay, Olivia, what's the greatest common factor in the bottom row? Y. There's a Y, and there's something else too. Can you see it? Okay, 6. Because 6 divided by 6 works, it's 1. Negative 18 divided by 6 is 3, so that comes out nicely too. Now we look at the columns. Okay, Janine, what does this column have in common? also x. So before we go any further, let's make sure the row times the column works. Is x times x, x squared? Okay, is 6y times x, 6xy? Yes, so we always have to make sure the signs and everything's working out. Okay, now this column, is it Braden? Braden, okay, because there's Brandons and there's Brendans and I have Braden. So, Braden, what's this common factor for the last column? Okay, now let's check. Is x times negative 3y negative 3xy? Yep, and 6y times negative 3y, is that negative 18y squared? Yeah, even though I said squared, when you say a question, it usually goes up in pitch. So, yes, that was y squared. Y times y is y squared. So those are our factors. We have x, since this is positive 6y, we put plus 6y. And then x minus 3y. So the outsides of the box become our factors. And you can always double check too by doing the double distribution again, and you would get the original trinomial if you do a double distribution to make sure it's the right one.